What is up, awesome people? This is Tom Check with Choice Coaching, coming to you today to talk about the big question of why. I frame this a couple of different ways when I work with people. We talk about personal mission statements, or it goes back to kind of that Simon Sinek video about why. What's your why? We don't worry about how first. We don't worry about what first. We don't worry about all the changes that need to happen first. We worry about why those changes need to happen. And there's a couple of reasons we do that. One, it's the most meaningful thing. But even more importantly for that is it's the easiest way to create buy-in for yourself. If you've got a good mission or a good why to reference, all of a sudden you don't have to think as much. And I'll just kind of tell a quick story about when this became really clear to me is when I was working at Starbucks of all places. And they print their mission statement right on the inside badge of the barista's aprons. And I was working at a location where my manager was very much about living into the mission of Starbucks. And the mission of Starbucks is to inspire the human spirit, one cup, one neighborhood, and one community at a time, or something like that. It's not to make the stock price go up. It's not to do any of those other things that a big corporation is doing. It's to nurture the human spirit. So why does that matter? Because me as a low-level barista, right, working there for 10 bucks an hour, would often run into stuff that I didn't know how to deal with, right? People come in, there's conflict, we got a drink wrong, blah, 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 whatever it is. And I don't have a playbook for every single thing that can go wrong, just like you don't have a playbook for every single thing that can go wrong when you're changing the important stuff in your life. But having that mission statement printed right on the inside of my apron made it really easy for me to reference. And that mission statement let me figure out what would be best to do next. So if my job is to nurture the human spirit by giving away free coffee if that's what's necessary, and I mess something up, I give coffee away. And it's really clear that that's what I'm supposed to do because the label told me that. So when we look at this, how this applies in our day-to-day life, we create a mission statement for ourselves and we print that on the label on the inside of our apron, metaphorically. Or maybe we put it on a piece of paper that sits on our steering wheel or on our computer or wherever. And we use that to reference what we should do when we don't know what to do. So the mission of myself as I work with Choice Coaching is to empower people to create change in their lives, thereby making a better world. I may not always know what to do with somebody, but I know if I'm empowering them to create change in their lives, it lives up to my mission. And that allows me to not have to come up with a different skill set for 20 million different scenarios. It allows me to focus on what's important, focus on my why, and know that whatever choice I make that gets me closest to that is going to be the right choice. So I invite you to think about it a little bit today and maybe start to scribble down what's your mission statement? What's your why? Why is change important enough for you to go through and create so that you get the life you've always wanted? Thanks so much. Look forward to talking to you again soon.